Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Reactor, and this is Quinn. And today's article comes from nzherald.co.nz and says Hugh Hefner dumped sex tapes in ocean before death.
Really?
Like, that's a weird way to try to get rid of stuff.
I wouldn't go as far as trying to dump stuff in the ocean unless maybe I wanted it to be found later. Maybe.
Which says a lot about Osama bin Laden's body.
Right.
Why did we dump it in the ocean? Why didn't we just bury it at a funeral?
Right.
Do we want it to be
I
found?
don't think his last wishes were to be dumped in the ocean.
Yeah, I don't know. We care about his last wishes, though.
Right.
Playboy magazine founder and notorious ladies' man Hugh Hefner made sure that his stash of personal sex tapes was lost forever in the ocean, decades before he died at the age of 91 in 2017.
Whoa.
Decades.
I mean, lost forever in the ocean? Is anything really ever lost forever in the ocean? Because
Were they memoirs?
unless
Was it a
it's
book?
made of food, okay, it's going to be eaten. But
A book will get soggy and fall apart quick.
right. But
a CD or a cassette tape,
it might,
a VHS,
yeah, it may just kind of
CD.
stay somewhere until someone finds it.
yeah, the great treasure of Hugh Hefner. Have entrusted Playboy Mansion head of security Joe Piastro with overseeing the sealing of video and audio recordings of his most secret affairs in a cask lined with cement and tossing it into the Pacific Ocean in the 1990s, an insider told The Sun.
Wait, like a casket?
Sealed it.
What's
so,
a
So it's all
cask?
well preserved,
A cask is like a casket, like something
like a crate.
you seal.
Yeah,
So
Sealing it-
that
so-
means that it could be preserved.
it could be found.
This is a call to a major treasure hunt. Okay,
I mean, we found the Titanic.
right. It says it was in the ocean. Doesn't say which ocean though.
Yeah, it's a big ocean.
Oh, Pacific Ocean.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
a smaller zone, I suppose, but not really.
So I think the Pacific Ocean is somewhere like a little over like 30,000 feet.
If you could figure out this Joe Piastro's whereabouts, like look up plane tickets and stuff like that somehow.
Right. If there was a way to find out that longitude and latitude, there is a treasure hunt that's going to happen. Somebody wants this stuff.
More
I
valuable
guarantee
than
it.
gold.
Right.
Hugh explained that he didn't want anyone's lives, marriages, or careers to be destroyed by what he had in his library, the source said. Joe did it and never told anyone. But somehow this source found out and shared the story of trysts caught on tape with celebrities, models, and partygoers, all now never to be recovered, reports Daily Mail. Never
Never say
I don't,
never.
Yeah, I don't know if that's accurate. It could be found. It's still existing.
We may not have the technology to find it
He probably
right now.
He probably didn't have the technology of fire in the 1990s, and that's why he didn't burn them. Because I imagine burning them would,
Although harmful to the, it's
a
it's
weird
harmful
thing
to
to
the
do.
atmosphere, but probably a better way to get rid of
burning.
things.
Yeah,
burning.
This is a weird way to get rid of things.
This is a way to say, I want you to somehow enjoy my legacy by a big treasure hunt.
He didn't want it to be found anytime soon,
Right.
Because it would mess with the marriages of people. and
Right,
whatnot.
but this is something he maybe perhaps wanted people to find 100 years from now,
Yeah.
when everyone has their own personal submarine.
Yeah. According to the source, Hef had Piastro place a batch of tapes shot on 8mm and Cinefilm, which were filmed during some of the orgies he enjoyed in the 70s, into a specifically made chest that was lined with cement and tossed the entire thing into the sea.
70s orgies, huh? That was like the heyday of orgies.
Yeah. Real hairy videos, I imagine.
Yeah.
Although Hef was well known for keeping meticulously thorough scrapbooks, he grew worried as Playboy Mansion parties got wilder in the late 1990s that his practice of documenting his every move might become a problem for some, the source said.
Luckily, they didn't have phones with cameras on them back then.
So he said celebrities were involved in these, he's protecting celebrities,
Right.
and that means celebrities might have been involved in these orgies.
That just made this casket of orgy filth worth like millions more.
Uh-huh. There's Hef getting ready to go on a plane with his girlfriends or something.
Yeah.
This was around the time that he separated from his second wife, Kimberly Conrad, in 1998, who was the mother of his two youngest sons, current Playboy Enterprises CCO Cooper Hefner, 27, and Marston Hefner, 28. With a newly single Hef back on the night scene, the parties at the mansion were becoming grander affairs, and it was difficult to control where guests were going, the source said. He was terrified that some of this material would be stolen and then leaked out. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't?
Going to the Playboy Mansion, I'm sure people knew he probably had something to find. Like, I'm
Right.
going to his mansion. He's got something that I, could use against him, or, be known for stealing, or I don't know, you know what I mean?
Right. I mean, you would think with that much money, you could just isolate parts of your house where people really couldn't get into without,
Right.
like, just tools.
Yeah,
and
that's weird.
stuff like that.
Maybe it was 1998, so it's like when CDs were coming out and computers were getting popular.
Right.
I think it was like early 90s, not a lot of people had computers. Late 90s, a lot more did, but not everyone.
Like in 1998, did they have cameras on cell phones, or was it still a separate?
I think it was still separated.
Separate, right?
I think it was like 2001. They didn't even have cameras yet.
Okay.
I remember my first phone. It was like that candy bar gold Nokia. So it was like super cheap for everyone to have.
Okay.
And it didn't have a camera because it had a crappy screen anyway. But then like flip phone, the Razor came out. I think that was the first phone I had with a camera.
The Motorola Razor.
Yeah.
So they're in the advent of all this technology coming out.
Nope.
The whole they're freaking out, and they're like, let's hide all this stuff so no one finds it. Let's seal it up in a casket.
But what I'm thinking is, it would have been very easy for him to, especially if you had money back in 1998. It would be more expensive to do back then, but he had access to transferring the tapes to digital, and then he would just need a hard drive, a computer,
right,
that he could lock up and say, don't go on my computer, or hide the computer, don't let someone steal the computer.
But this sounds like it's a literal just chest full of...
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying, though, because like if he got them all digital,
right,
so that he still had them, because he obviously likes saving his memoirs or whatever,
70s.
His documenting his stuff. So it's possible that he saved it and then got rid of the physical evidence. But it's really weird to me that he didn't actually get rid of it.
Yeah,
he let it
seriously.
keep it existing. And that's like the really weird, questionable part.
Yeah, I mean, this was like, he had it for a really long time before he got rid of it. It seems like something you really wouldn't even want to keep around. It seems incriminating, But yeah, good thing they dumped it in the ocean and made this treasure hunt now.
Yeah, if someone finds it, it would
It's
be
not
a huge
matter
story.
it's not a matter of if. It's pretty much a matter of when at this point.
You know what, though? If he did make it digital, I'm sure it would be extremely possible for it to have been leaked on the internet by now, especially after his death.
Well, of course.
So he probably did, but I just don't think he really wanted to get rid of it because he would have burned it. He would have been like, all right, everyone, start a fire in this fire pit of all these things.
Right.
Or he could have done it by himself. Like, everyone leave. I'm busy tonight.
The fact that they would even let us know that it was in the Pacific Ocean is already the first clue. And not a very good idea to let people know, even if it was on which ocean it was.
And I find it weird that they're saying it's lost forever when it obviously still exists.
That's like poking a beehive, saying, you nanny boo boo, you'll never find this treasure. And I think that's going to infuriate a few treasure hunters and go, you know what? I'll take that challenge.
So I don't know if this Joe Piastro guy is still around. He could have died, maybe. But he knows where he dumped it.
He may know.
I really doubt he did it on like a drunk cruise.
I'm not guessing the guy went like 60 miles out to sea, maybe 6 miles, maybe. I mean,
yeah, you're right.
How far would this guy really think he needs to go offshore to dump this?
I mean, I would if I were Hugh Hefner's assistant or whatever, I would have checked maybe the topography of the ocean and then been
Possibly
like, where's the easiest place to go? It would be off the coast of California, Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
I bet it's within a 100-mile radius of the coast of Malibu. I don't know where he lived, but I'm imagining he lived close to Malibu, probably.
Right. Piastro, who knows? He probably had habits just like anyone else. There's probably marina records of his boat and paper records, perhaps. Maybe the marina's gone now. But there's going to be something that links that night to this guy for a treasure hunter to find this stuff. And, what's really dangerous about these situations is now if someone wants to go pull it out of the ocean, there's going to be people watching that person to go try to get it, which will, sort of tell them where the treasure is.
I feel like some really good private investigator could pull up records and track it down. Especially if, someone could pay Joe Piastro if he's still around and say, where did you dump it?
Right.
I'll give you $10 million.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you have anything else you want to say?
I think that no one will ever find it, even though it sounds like, to some people, maybe the world's greatest treasure hunt ever. I don't think anyone's ever going to find it.
It's possible. Someone dedicated enough. I mean, like, the question is, I'm sure no one really cares to see it.
Right.
Because these are old celebrities that I don't even know of,
I
probably.
mean, would it even be put in a museum? Probably not.
But it would, if you put it on a website, you would own. If you found them in the ocean, no one would be able to claim rights to them because you're the one who owns the copies.
Right.
You know, so Playboy LLC or Incorporated or whatever they are can't claim ownership of them. You know,
Right.
I feel like it would be difficult for them. So then, if you had a website with all of these Hugh Hefner orgies on it, you could make a lot of money with subscriptions or something. You know,
Right.
or you could. I mean, that's how I would do it. I would do a subscription website because you know you can sell the tapes. Yeah, you could do that too. That would be easier money actually. But you could sell them to someone who's going to put them on a website. You know.
Right. I would probably not sell it. I wouldn't even keep it. I'd probably destroy it. But
You go find them and destroy it.
probably.
That's kind of weird.
No, I mean, I just respect.
You keep it
Hugh
for your
Hefner.
personal library.
I mean, I think a lot of people would do that. I mean,
God. Like, can you think of any like 1970s
I don't-
celebrities?
I honestly don't think that finding
You got
stuff
Robert
from the
Redford in an
70s like
orgy?
I just no.
You got
No,
Robert
no, no, no.
Redford orgies? Hugh Hefner and Robert
Hell
Redford.
no.
Who else was a
Hell
celebrity
no.
back then? I don't even know.
No.
Female ones?
Not
Can you
into
think,
that.
Can you think of female celebrities from the 70s?
No, not really.
Yeah, me too. And
Okay.
it's,
Well, porn.
Cher?
Linda Lovelace.
Was Cher in the
That was a
70s?
famous porn person.
yeah, it
Cher.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like celebrities that he's trying to cover up for.
Oh, not porn stars?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I bet Cher's
I
in
bet
them.
you there's so
You want to
many.
see a Cher orgy?
No,
Go
thank you.
find that lost treasure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's it for the article. If you enjoyed it, let us know by giving it a thumbs up. What do you think? Do you think these are possibly? Can you possibly find these? Do you think anyone can find these? I think they could. I think it'll be a difficult thing to do, but you could. You know. Other than that, check the description for our Patreon link if you want to help us. And thanks for watching.